Alright you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a try on thrift haul for you guys, and it's pretty special. I know I say that in every try on thrift haul, but this one, yeah, the thrift gods have been with me. That is all I'm gonna say. Let's jump straight into the video. I have been thrifting, I would say, since I was 18 years old, okay? Not as heavily as I thrift now, that's for sure, but I enjoyed it. It was a hobby for me. And I can finally say that at the ripe age of 53 years old, I found a Burberry trench coat. So this is a vintage Burberry trench coat, and I found it at the Salvos in Wyong for $25. Yes, I could not believe my luck, you guys. And for $25, I remember when I was in Byron Bay, perhaps you remember the thrift with me that I filmed in Byron. I went into a vintage store and there were so many Burberry vintage trench coats. The cheapest one there, I think, was $3.99. So what an amazing find. It's just so classic, so British, so old school, but I think it's too big on me. That is so unfortunate. I'm probably going to sell this. I just feel as though it overwhelms my frame. It is quite heavy, let me tell you. It's lined in the classic Burberry plaid. That is their signature. So what do you think? I actually filmed a reel on the day that I found this, so I will put that somewhere on the screen, but look at that lining. This is so cozy and warm. This lining unbuttons and you can wear it as a vest coat. So you have the plaid on both sides and a gorgeous trim, and it just buttons off or on. The craftsmanship and the quality of this piece, I could not stop inspecting it, you guys. I mean, this is what I love vintage. I love vintage garments, and I think that this trench coat is the thrift of my lifetime. To find a luxury designer item that's in mint condition in a thrift store is just incredible. So this one has a classic collar, the tabs on the sleeve, not on the shoulders or in the back. Love the discreet pockets and the tortoiseshell buttons. You get a 2-in-1, so you get 2 jackets, but also when it's not freezing temperatures, you can take out the wool lining because the actual trench coat has, again, the plaid lining. So this is just an extra layer for warmth. And the wool vest lining is almost as long as the trench coat. So yeah, what an absolute treasure find. I was looking in the men's section, so maybe it is a men's, I'm not sure, but yeah, I couldn't find a size on this anywhere. But yeah, I was looking in the men's section, going through the outerwear, and I kind of saw this trench, had a closer look at the label and saw Burberry's, and I was like, oh my God. So then I started to inspect it to make sure that it was authentic, and then I quickly put it in my cart, and I was guarding my cart, you guys, like you wouldn't believe. I thought, oh my God, what is going on? What in the world is going on that I just found a Burberry trench for $25? And I only wish that it was one size smaller, and then I would have kept it for me. But I think, I mean, I don't want to sell it, but I think I'm gonna have to because it's just too big. I don't want it just sitting there. I'm gonna do up just the top button, and then you have a button under the collar so that you can turn up the collar and then button it in the loophole just like that. They have thought of everything. So much thought has gone into every detail on this coat to make it as functional as possible. Not only to keep you warm, to keep you looking stylish, and to get the most bang for your buck. That is why they are so expensive. I mean, the brand new ones are, not a vintage one. So here it is, my friends, the gorgeous Burberry's Made in England label with the signature horse. Here is the other label that's on the wool vest with the fabric composition that says 100% wool. There is another label inside the lining of the actual trench that is 100% cotton, and there is a pocket there. Hopefully you can see the other inside pocket on the other chest. That's just there. In the back of the coat, where the split is, there is also a button and buttonhole if you want to close that up. I could gush about this trench all day long, but I have 13 or 14 other pieces to show you, so let's keep it moving. The following week, I was in my local Salvos in Tukli, and I found this amazing Ralph Lauren preppy blazer of dreams. Look at this. This fits me. This one I am keeping. Thank God it fits me well. It's a size 14, so it's that perfect oversized fit that I love. This blazer, my friends, retails for $1,200 online. At least the modern equivalent, because this is vintage. 100% wool, made in the US, gold helmet engraved metal buttons. The branding is on the underside of the button as well. This signature Ralph Lauren bullion embroidered crest on the chest pocket. This is so thick and heavy. The crown is in velvet. Look, it just doesn't translate on camera. The buttons are also on the cuff. You've got 2 front pockets, and it's just classic and simple in the back. It was so creased when I found it. I gave it a really good steam, but other than that, it's in mint condition. However, it does need a dry clean so that the lapels can kind of get a little bit of stiffness to them and flatten out, and it's just gonna bring it back to life. But let me just slip this on. My God, blazer of dreams. You know I love preppy vibes. This couldn't be more me. So Ralph Lauren, made in the USA. It's a size 14, and just underneath there you can see that it's 100% wool. And this blazer also has an inside chest pocket. There's a little tag on that pocket that says made in USA. There it is again on the lining of the jacket. And I was actually filming a reel on this day as well. So yeah, I'll insert that somewhere on the screen. But what an amazing find. I paid $35 for this, so $10 more than the Burberry Trench, but still, I mean, wow. Exceptional quality. It's just amazing. I have spoken ad nauseum on how much I love navy. And so a navy blazer that is double-breasted and is so preppy, but nautical and Parisian or Americana, it's everything I love. And I can dress this down or dress it up. It's going to look great with sneakers and jeans, or loafers and jeans, or a denim skirt and little ankle boots. And oh, it's just a forever piece. And I cannot believe that this is a $1,200 blazer. This is incredible, right? Incredible. I mean, I would have made a video just on those 2 pieces alone, but let's carry on with the rest of the haul. There's equal parts wintry and summery pieces in this haul. So I found this vintage 100% wool cardigan. Although I'm not one who reaches for a cardigan all that much, I think I have 2 or 3 in my wardrobe, I could not resist this one because I feel as though it could very well be something that you would find in a designer boutique or even luxury. This could easily pass as something from Loro Piana. This neckline, the button, the front pockets, the only thing I think that distinguishes this from being vintage as opposed to modern is the texture in the knit. But it is a beautiful grey marl colour, my favourite kind of grey, love it. It's in excellent condition. The sleeve is wide and then kind of tapers towards the wrist. It fits perfectly. So I found this piece at my local TNC op shop and I paid $5 for it. The camera doesn't want to focus on the label, but it says David Key's 100% pure wool, and this is a size 22, would you believe? But in modern sizes, I would say it's a small to medium, and of course it's made in Australia. I also found another classic gorgeous vintage wool knit, this one in a V-neck, just again, something that you will find in boutiques today. A 100% wool V-neck knit is going to cost you upwards of $200, right? I found this one at my local Vinnie's for $8. I love the grey. It's a little darker than the cardigan, but still so gorgeous. It's got a beautiful fit, a beautiful shape, a wide sleeve. It's just so good. Layered with a white tee or with a white button-up shirt and the collar done up, a pair of jeans, loafers. So classic and timeless. On trend as well. Not that we're trying to be trendy, but just so modern. And I thought that was an amazing find. So there is the label. It says Gowings Premium Quality, size 16. And there is the fabric composition that says 100% wool. Next up is this beautiful striped silk shirt that I found in my local op shop for $2. I love the color in this. It's a dark chocolate brown and an indigo blue, a big puffy balloon sleeve with a tiny cuff, fabric covered buttons, a single chest pocket. What a beautiful silk shirt. So it's kind of slim on the body. It's not oversized, so it tucks in so beautifully. And then you have that gorgeous statement sleeve. I mean, this is perfect with the jeans that I'm wearing. In fact, I think I styled this piece with the jeans I'm wearing. These are new jeans by Zara. I just love it. I think this is such a beautiful blouse. So the label says Puwan Thai Studio, Canberra, Australia, 100% Thai silk, made in Thailand, size 12. This blouse I actually bought retail, not this particular one. A few years ago, I bought it retail from Suzanne. I fell in love with the print. I adore a black and white colorway. The print is exclusive to Suzanne, and I love the pajama feel of this blouse. So I remember shooting it for Instagram. I love those photos. I was very, very ill at the time, but I really loved those photos. And so I wore it a few times and then I sold it, and I have regretted it ever since. And I was lucky enough to find it in my little local op shop, and I'm so glad to have it back in my life. I love this with jeans and a pointy flat. That is how I would wear this piece. I just love it tucked in. I know that you can wear it out because it is that pajama style, but for me, I love it tucked in. I just love the collar. I love the vibe. I love the print. I love the colorway. I mean, what are the chances of finding a garment that you bought retail, you know, a few years ago, loved it, got rid of it, regretted it, but then made its way back to you in your local op shop? I mean, so this is by Suzanne. It's a size 12, made in China. It's 100% gorgeous viscose. Aloha. That is all I can say, my friends. I mean, how could I not pick this up? I love this piece so much. I found it new with tags at the Salvo store. I paid $15 for it, and it's by Sportscraft. Now, I love this, not only because I am obsessed with palm trees, but this is exactly something that I would wear in Hawaii. I would wear it buttoned up and tucked into a pair of denim cutoffs, or I would wear it with my bikini top underneath, left open with my denim cutoffs. I love the sleeve and the collar and the fit of this piece. It's gorgeous. The fabric is beautiful. It's 100% A-grade cotton. You know, that cotton that is just so breezy and doesn't wrinkle and just feels almost like silk. That's the kind of cotton that I love in a shirt. It is unbeatable, and I am a stickler for fabrics. I am. But I love this piece so much. I love the colorway. It is just me. This shirt is me. I was so thrilled when I found it, and I happily parted with 15 bucks without a second thought, because this retail is how much? $100. What a beautiful quintessential Hawaiian shirt. So this is by Sportscraft. It's a size 12 and it's 100% cotton. So I found this vintage shirt on the same day as I found the Burberry Trench. I immediately fell in love with the colors. The denim blues, the butter yellows, the little bit of brown and cream, I thought was absolutely gorgeous, and again, a perfect piece to wear when I am in Hawaii. I do collect Hawaiian shirts. So yeah, I think, well, maybe not in every try-on thrift haul, but you know, maybe in every second I do have a Hawaiian shirt. So if you're not into them, I'm really sorry, but this is how I love to dress when I'm in Hawaii. For me, it's the perfect outfit, and I am one who dresses for the occasion or dresses for my environment, and I think it's just gorgeous. It did have shoulder pads. I wasn't into the look, and as soon as I ripped them out, I thought, yeah, that's it. It's just more wearable. It just, you know, flows better. Oh, I just love it. I love this piece so much, and I paid $5 for it. So this one's by Callan Designs. It's made in Australia. Hopefully you can just make out the fabric composition there that says polyester, made in Australia. Give me vintage polyester any day. I am down for it. To me, it's not even polyester, especially when you compare it to the polyester of fast fashion. That stuff is horrendous. It's like flammable. So this is like crepey, silky, amazing. I wasn't sure whether I was going to take this piece, but it was only a couple of dollars from my local op shop. And so I thought, why not? Let's see if I can style it up. It's a really cute, cropped, sleeveless trench coat. It is by a fast fashion label. I recognize that label because I come across it when I'm in the boutiques where I live on the coast. Yeah, so, but it is nicely made. It's fully lined. Not sure what the fabric is because there is no tag, but it could very well be a viscose or at least a poly viscose blend. I actually think it's made well. Yeah, I mean, the way it's lined, I'm just looking at the stitching, it's beautiful. Yes, this would look really cute on its own, but then I would also layer this over a beautiful silk blouse. You know, perhaps that would look good as well. But the minute I saw it, I did kind of envision it just worn on its own, so that's the way I styled it. The pockets are not functional, of course. That's just fast fashion for you. Yeah, the buttons are just generic, but I thought it was very cute. I thought it was very current, and so that's why I took it. Into is the label. This is a size 6 apparently, but it fit me so well. So this little denim vest top. So now that I've discovered Pinterest, I have this photo of a girl in the 70s in this amazing outfit, and I thought I need to recreate this look. I love it so much. And she's wearing this denim vest. This is the closest I've come to finding it. Now her neckline is much higher, which is why she can wear the vest on its own. This one, I cannot. And so I recreated her look, but in my own personal style. Yeah, that's really the reason why I picked up this vest. So this is by JJ's, but it's vintage JJ's. It's very stretchy denim, which makes for such a comfortable fit. Don't like stretch in my jeans, but love it in a top like this because it just hugged me in the chest. Love the back. Look at the little tab detail just on the bottom there. Love the shape, love the indigo wash. It also has 2 little pockets in the front. How 70s looking is this piece? I had to get it. It was only a couple of dollars from my local op shop. So there is a label, JJ's size 12, made in China. It is 99% cotton and 1% elastane. I found this very pretty vintage skirt in these gorgeous pastel colors. It is a floral print. It looks like a watercolor painting, which I'm always very drawn to for some reason. It's a high-waisted midi skirt with lots of volume, precious little mother of pearl buttons that button all the way through, and I love that because I can undo a few buttons if I like. It does not have pockets. It is polyester, but again, vintage polyester. And I thought it was just so pretty. How much did I get this one for? From my salvos for $4. This is by Dedes, made in Australia, and it's a size 12, 100% polyester. When I saw this cute little cropped jacket, I thought, okay, am I going to get this just because it's vintage? Because if it wasn't vintage, would I wear something like this? The truth is, I would if it was in a white or a black or some kind of neutral. But this pink, I mean, I don't think I've ever worn a color like this, but I still think it's beautiful. But also I feel that it could be very modern as well. I'm sure I've seen something like this online. It is so beautifully made. The craftsmanship is beautiful on this. There's little shoulder pads to give it structure. Just the seam work and the little balloon sleeve and the jacquard print and the collar. It's so beautifully made, you guys. And then I had a thought, maybe I could pair it with the floral skirt. Okay, I know the pinks are different. This is obviously a very soft pastel pink. This is a hot pink. But because it's still in the same color family, I thought it could work. It could very well look cute with a white tee underneath, but this would also look great with the denim that I have on. So this one is by Kennedy's. It's a size 16, but nowhere in hell because it just fits me. So I would say a size 10. And the fabric composition, there it is, 100% polyester. I came across this piece just last week in my local salvos, and I thought that is something I need to take with me on my travels, which is next week, by the way. I'm leaving next Saturday to Greece and Cyprus, as you may already know, and I am going to wear this with a pair of denim cutoffs. White lace and denim, to me, is the perfect combination. The neckline on this is just high enough for me, especially if I kind of pull it in the back a little, which I do. It's got this swing shape. I really love the lace work on this piece. So you have this finer lace on the body and then the more wholly crocheted lace on the trim and on the sleeve. And I just love it. I love the shape. I love that it's white. I think the lace is so pretty because you can get some very cheap and nasty lace. So it closes in the back with a little hook. It has a keyhole detail, and I paid $7 for this one at my local salvos. So there is that Lee Cooper. Apparently this is a size 16. There is no way. This I would say is a 12 because it's a little big on me. And there is the fabric composition. No matter how many midi skirts I have, I always thrift more. Like I'm never over them. I just love the silhouette, especially an A-line silhouette or a really full silhouette. I just love a midi and a mini. They're my favorites. But this is a very classic midi skirt. A button through is what kind of seals the deal for me. I love a button through because you do have that option of unbuttoning a few buttons and showing off more leg. This skirt also has a built-in tie, so I don't mind that. This is a piece that I will definitely dress up or down. I love navy and black for a more dressier look. Love the front pockets. I think they're amazing. This is beautifully made also, especially considering it's from a fast fashion brand. So this skirt is by Forecast. It's a size 10. I so appreciate when they include an extra button inside on the fabric tag, and I do love a tortoiseshell button. And this skirt is 90% rayon, 10% polyester, and it's not lined. You guys, I have been on the hunt for a blue cap in a very specific blue. This blue, in fact, with some kind of white graphic. So I was boutique shopping in my hometown and I came across this beautiful hat. The color was great, the fit was great. The price, however, was not great. $70. What? When did caps suddenly cost the equivalent of a pair of jeans? My jeans from Zara were $60. The cap I saw in the boutique was $70. I couldn't believe it. There is no way in hell I am paying $70 for a cap. And believe you me, I've been trying to thrift one for months. Anyway, I found one. I found one just the other day and it was $2. $2 from my local Salvos. It's the exact hue that I want. It's got the white graphic. It's cute. It fits well. $2. I don't know what's happening with clothing retail prices. Yeah, we thrift junkies. We are savvy shoppers. We cannot be fooled. And so that, my friends, brings us to the end of another video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these pieces just as much as I enjoyed thrifting them and showing them to you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and come and say hello over on Instagram if you are looking for outfit inspiration. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and I really hope I see you guys in my next one.